Alright, what's up guys, it's Zeyla bringing you another live commentary, and today I'm feeling like using the sniper, and funnily enough, it honestly looks like FaZe Clan is actually coming to an end. Oh my god, what? Oh, there wasn't one more for the quad, but yeah, I mean, it's actually going to be ending, or already ended, because as of the time I'm recording this, there are literally only 2 FaZe members left in the clan, just 2. And apparently, FaZe Bank sold a large ownership stake in FaZe, and the control shifted to new leadership, and they started pushing for, I think, 20% of the creators' earnings, which immediately triggered mass departures. And yeah, FaZe Clan is basically done. Okay, that guy got absolutely wrecked, bro. I mean, I genuinely mean that. I mean, the brand might technically still exist on paper, but everyone is leaving. And there's this post that's floating around claiming that FaZe Bank sold to a big owner stake, and then this specific claim actually comes from KickChamp, and there's nothing else confirming it yet. And so Schultz Shaker firmly in hand. But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen any real evidence. Oh, I'm actually popping off right now. 1 second. This guy coming to my aim. All right, teammates, take care of that. But yeah, I haven't seen any real evidence other than that post, and nobody credible has backed the 20% thing publicly yet. But former members started talking, and that matters more. And you may know who Playboy Max is, and he wasn't even in FaZe that long. He went live recently and dropped a mountain of behind the scenes information, and it's stuff that honestly sounds like it wasn't supposed to see the light of day. And apparently he even had to talk with lawyers prior to streaming so he didn't say the wrong thing, and which means that this wasn't "I'm bored, let me spill tea." This was more like, okay, legally what can I actually say without detonating my career? And honestly, what he shared does not make FaZe look good at all. Wait, we're on a relentless right now. 1 second, bro. What are they doing? They're literally just lining up. Wait, they're still spawning on that side? Hakuna Matata wa Kenya Wahaba. You're dead. You're dead. How are you? Okay, team, I got him. Alright, I only have 1 bullet. I need to make this count. Alright. Now let me add some more ammunition. But yeah, he claims that Lacey being kicked wasn't a prank or a stunt, and he was actually removed. And it might have doubled as publicity, sure, but according to Max, it really happened. And remember, Banks has responded to all this now. We'll get to that. But at first, I think I'm losing my voice right now. 1 second. We're on a 27. We're on a 28. I'm nervous. No, he took my kill. We're on a 29. We're on a 29. We're on a 29 right now. We're one off the nuke. We're one off the nuke, baby. I want to kill myself. Of course I died to a fucking sniper, man. Oh my. Okay. Hey, wow. Well, this is actually a really good map for playing with a sniper, you know. Normally I would skip this map every time I'm using a red gun, but for sniper it's pretty nice. There's a lot of sight lines. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah. But yeah, and what was I talking about earlier? And yeah, Lacey. When he got kicked, apparently it wasn't a prank, you know, he was actually kicked for real. And so at first everyone assumed this was like some scripted drama arc, you know, and then Max starts talking and suddenly it sounds less like drama and more like corporate hostage taking. I mean, you even had posts floating around saying Aiden Ross bought FaZe, which I don't believe for a second. No proof, zero. Internet rumors, you know. And then you start seeing creators dropping left FaZe Clan posts like Domino's. Adapt posted that after 14 years, which is literally over half his life. And he had to go. And that one hit people because Adapt isn't like a random late stage addition, you know. I mean, he is FaZe to a lot of people. And when even he taps out, yeah, it's cooked, man. And that's when everyone sobered up and... Okay, you know what, Zeyla, you gotta focus. You gotta focus, man. We need to get this nuclear. But yeah, that's when everyone sobered up and stopped saying oh, this is probably just a marketing stunt. And then we shift back to Playboy Max's stream because this man was just unloading information. And he even explained that some conversations involved assistants, staff and crew members who didn't sign NDAs, which meant people outside the legal silence bubble were talking. And that's important later because some of the stuff coming out wasn't secondhand rumor. I mean, it came from people who sat in meetings. And Max described the first moment he realized FaZe controlled way more than he expected. During FaZemas, there was supposed to be a sponsored stream and the creator scheduled to run that sponsor didn't do it. Something went wrong. And instead of dealing with that one situation, FaZe apparently pulled everyone's sponsored deals and sent them all home early for the rest of the month. And Max said he just sat there like, wait, how much control do they actually have over us? And honestly, he's right to ask. I mean, these guys drive the entire org. Without the creators, FaZe isn't FaZe. It's just a logo and a lawsuit waiting to happen. But it got way worse. I mean, Max said someone high up in FaZe, the same person who introduced him to his manager, later demanded that he fire that manager or risk being removed from FaZe. And they didn't like the guy anymore, so instead of fixing their own relationship with him, they just told Max he had to cut him loose. Basically, fire him or your career here dies. And that isn't management, that's petty power flexing. That's, I'm mad at someone, so now you lose stability. And then we get to Lacey. Oh, one second. Hola la, ¿cómo estás? Alright, now we're finally cooking, man. Finally, I forgot how slow this map actually plays, you know? But yeah, Max claims that Lacey was actually kicked from FaZe because he missed a video shoot. And think about how crazy that is. This guy campaigns for FaZe, represents FaZe, loves FaZe, and he's thrown out over one missed filming. Sure, they eventually let him back after conversations, but the point is they did it, and the threat was real. So imagine spending years helping build something and getting tossed out like a broken camera battery. And then Max's cousin comes in with more context. Apparently they tried to make Max pay $20k a month to live in the FaZe house or give them a % of his income. And his cousin said FaZe made Max look like he was being egotistical, refusing to move in. And when really it was like, hey, pay us the price of a luxury car every month just to sleep there. And oh, no, relentless. Of course I get fucking sniped again. Oh my god, today's not my day, man. Today is not my day. It really is not my day, man. God damn. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about this later in the next video, man. I don't even feel like playing anymore, bro. Honestly, just killed my vibe. Literally just killed my vibe, man. What the fuck is this, man? 2 games in a row, I get fucking sniped on the